You know those weeks, right? The kind that just leaves your brain feeling like a tangled mess of stress and to-do lists. Well, what if I told you there's a simple, really powerful way to hit that mental reset button? That's exactly what we're going to dive into today. It's such a common feeling, isn't it? You feel completely stuck. You know you need to move on, but your mind is just replaying all the negatives. It really is like a computer with way too many tabs open. It gets slow, it gets glitchy, and it just feels like it's about to crash. What you really, truly need is a clean reboot.
So, what's actually going on up there when we get stuck like this? Well, it turns out this feeling isn't just some vague thing. It's a very specific mental pattern, and it has a name, the rumination loop. So, this is it, the rumination loop. The best way to think about it is like a mental hamster wheel. You're just running and running and running over the same stressful thoughts, but you're not actually getting anywhere. And here's the key, it's not problem solving. It's just reliving the stress over and over and over again.
And look, the effects of being stuck in this loop are serious. This is not harmless stuff. It actively drains your mental energy, it makes it almost impossible to think clearly, and it just pumps up your stress levels. But honestly, the worst part might be how it completely robs you of the present moment. You can't enjoy anything when you're stuck on that wheel.
So, how in the world do we get off that hamster wheel? Well, our first step is all about breaking the cycle. And the trick isn't to fight the thought head on, but to change our relationship to it. I love this quote because it captures the idea perfectly. Trying to just aggressively stop stressful thoughts, it usually just makes them stronger, right? So instead, we're going to learn how to notice them, give them a little nod, and then let them pass by without getting pulled under. We're going to learn to surf. Okay, so here's the actual technique, and it's 3 simple actions. First, you name it. Literally say out loud, I am having a stressful thought. This one little act creates a tiny bit of separation. Second, you externalize it. Get it out of your head and onto a piece of paper. And finally, you park it. You physically put that paper in a drawer or a book. This is a super powerful signal to your brain that says, hey, I see this, I've noted it, and we will deal with it later. It's all about creating that crucial mental distance.
All right, so now that we've created a little bit of mental space, it's time for step 2. We need to redirect our attention. And this next technique is designed to pull you out of your head and anchor you firmly in the physical world that's right here around you. Here's a simple but really powerful truth. Your mind can only truly focus on one thing at a time. Rumination locks your focus onto all these abstract worries. So, the fastest way to break that lock is to shift your focus to something concrete and immediate, your physical senses. And this is just a beautifully simple way to do it, the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding technique. You just go through the list, naming things you can see, feel, hear, smell, and taste. It's so incredibly effective because it forces your brain to stop cycling through those worries and start processing real-time sensory data. It's a direct intervention you can do absolutely anywhere, anytime.
Okay, so we've detached from the negative, we've grounded ourselves in the present. Now for step 3. This final piece is all about moving from a reactive mode to a proactive one. It's about intentionally giving your brain a positive new target to focus on. This is such a fascinating insight from psychology. Our brains get a little hit of dopamine, the feel-good chemical, not just from doing something fun, but from simply looking forward to it. So after a bad week, we can essentially hack our own mood by intentionally creating something positive to anticipate. And the process is super simple. First, choose something small that you genuinely enjoy. It could be a fancy coffee, listening to a new album, a walk in the park, whatever. The key is to then schedule it, put it on your calendar, make it real, and then just allow yourself to look forward to it. This simple act creates a powerful, positive new focal point for your mind. So, what's the big payoff for using this 3-step process? I mean, what does this transformation actually look and feel like when you put it all together? This really nails the shift we're aiming for. It's all about going from being pulled around by your thoughts to being the one in the driver's seat. You move from feeling overwhelmed and totally drained to feeling intentional, in control, and mentally refreshed. It's kind of like upgrading your entire mental operating system. And this might be the most important point of all. This reset process, it isn't just a one-time trick. Every single time you practice it, you are actively training your brain. You're building that mental muscle to handle stress more effectively in the future. This is a skill that creates true long-term resilience. So as we wrap this up, I'm going to leave you with this question. Think about it right now. What is one small, joyful thing you can schedule for yourself in the next 48 hours? Go ahead, plan it. Your brain is absolutely going to thank you for it.